every time I get to be a part of something amazing like this, I tend to look back in my life and I ask myself, like, how did everything change? It's really an amazing and a weird thing because it's not just about the change, but I believe it's more about the connections. Personally, I have experienced this beautiful phenomenon, a phenomenon where we get to connect with our own universe and our universe connecting back to us. This is so incredible that we always get connected. My connection with my own universe happened through football. So 4 years back, I watched our Indian football team play against a German club called Bayern Munich, and sadly India lost. I was embarrassed to watch our nation play against the club and still lose. This loss led me to drop out of engineering and pursue football. To financially sustain on myself, I started to get a night shift job. And after a year, I met these amazing kids who were living in an orphanage. I started to teach football to them. So these kids who live in orphanage, they are so awesome that during training sessions, they used to play with their torn shoes, and I used to watch them embrace their freedom. And every time they made a mistake, they smiled. And every time they kicked the ball, they smiled. Football gave them a hope to spark a beauty in themselves, and football made them happy. Generally, our society assumes that the kids living in orphanages are poor, but being with them and becoming one among them, I have understood that they are more abundant. They are filled with values and kindness. With their blessings, I received an award called the Warrior of Change, and I got a reward of rupees 10,000. I asked each kid, if I give you rupees 10,000, what would you do? Can you write a small wish list for me? So the kids wrote. When I read all their notes, I was so captivated in their innocence. Let me show you one of the notes what a kid wrote. You see, he's a small kid. He doesn't know the value of money, but he writes, I will go to mobile showroom to buy a mobile. I will go to bike showroom to buy a bike. I'll go to car showroom to buy a car. I'll go to KFC or McDonald's to eat. Last, Pizza Hut and eat pizza. Eventually, their wishes became mine. And every time we achieved something, we celebrated the joy together. Some of their wishes were like, to ride a bicycle of their own, and of course to eat food from KFC, and to wear brand new shoes for themselves. These kids are so awesome that they are the life coaches for me and others today. I've learned more about life being with these kids, and being with these kids, football was not just about kicking the ball anymore. It was about the skills. It was about the life skills. For most of us, it became life. Within 2 years, Andrew, I'd like to share the story of Andrew. So Andrew, who was living in an orphanage, he became Bangalore's under 16 and under 17 best football player, football freestyler, as well as a football life coach. This kid has continuously made me proud by winning major football championships in the city. 2 weeks back, that's this month, February, 2 weeks back, I watched, Andrew won the Bayern Munich Youth Cup for our state, and he was selected as the best player in the under 16 category in nationals. Our nation's loss to the very same club 4 years back was my connect to pursue my dream, and Andrew's win with the same club, Bayern Munich, was his connect to fulfill his dream of flying in an aeroplane for the first time in his life. That's why I started believing the connections. Everything started to connect. So, after this, share? Yeah. So I always wanted to become a teacher in life and surround myself with positivity. And I was 19 back then, when I thought of becoming a teacher. But it was a tough journey for me because I was an engineering dropout and many coaches rejected me and I had a lot of discriminations. So I felt that, wow, I had to stand out from these coaches, man. And having this thought, I started something called football freestyle. So facing all these rejections, I practiced football freestyle with such intensity that I suffered hypothermia, fever, dislocations, fractures, and many other injuries. But all these injuries were worth it when I made my wounds proud, when I won the Indian Football Freestyle Championship Award from Manchester United legend Dennis Irwin. This is so big that I will always cherish this moment. Some of the greatest memories of my life has come from football. Times when I meet people from different places like slums, hospitals, schools, the Himalayas, the deserts of Rajasthan. Whenever I meet these people, I watch them fight a battle each day. I just want them to smile. So I started to use my football skills to make them smile. So if you see, all these kids are different from different parts of the country. So it's amazing because till now I was able to make more than 5,000 people smile through my football skills. It's such a happy feeling. Whenever I see them smile, I become part of their happiness and I feel blessed and inspired to meet more people. So eventually when I used to do this, I started to blog and document all these stories through pictures and videos. In one of the blog write-ups, I featured the story of Noel. Noel has been living in different orphanages since he was 5. He has a brother who is 19. His brother sells ropes in the streets of market. So Noel had a wish of gifting him with a brand new shirt for all the support he had got from him. So one of the readers, came forward to fulfill his wish by getting him a brand new shirt. And I started to think, it's such an amazing thing how strangers connect and become heroes for each other. And the second experience, I would like to show you through a video. This is when I went to Himalayas on a solo journey with just a football and just wanted to meet the people there. And yeah, this is one of the video. Thank you. So through these experiences, I started to find the answers for the question, what are we? What are we here for? Whenever I did, I started to understand myself better. As I learned about myself, I started to express myself better. And I started to discover who I am. So after I dropped out of engineering, I studied psychology in the next 3 years, and I founded a non-profit organization called Sparky Football. At Sparky, football is not merely a sport. I use football as a tool to create a difference. With the help of unique curriculums, love for the game, and love for the kids, I use football as a teaching module to create a difference and impart the critical life skills and holistic development. My students at Sparky are not just talented footballers, they are gentlemen with impeccable character who has a strong sense of responsibility towards themselves and towards society. This is what I hope to instill in the kids worldwide. Our motto at Sparky is to make your own proud. I believe all these kids are wounded in life. Perhaps we all are, but what makes the difference is to make them proud. My dream for the future is to make this as a way of life, a choice for the kids worldwide, and to be an inspiration and to create a legacy. It is my goal to see the kids I train to set an example themselves and lead the way in this journey of using football for a last-longing social impact. The one more achievement what I got was last year, in 2015, I was certified as a soccer for social impact coach from coaches across continents who are the global leaders in sport for social impact movement partnered with United Nations. Even harder learning a lot from these guys. And I got a fellowship called the Community Impact Coach in Asia, so where I had the privilege of traveling across the nation and teach the other coaches who were twice of my age on how to use football as a life skill tool. So, yeah, in this journey of football, I've seen so much about life. It's amazing that I'm part of something greater than myself. Football has become basically my life. Everything I do, I try, everyone I meet has happened because of this. From the moment I touch the ball to the moment I'm going to retire, I think it's going to be a sort of a journey where it goes into myself. The deeper I go, I learn about myself. I believe there are several things in the world which are cliched, but not one thing for sure. Life is beautiful, and we have the choice to open our eyes and heart to the world, and we just have to believe in ourselves, receive everything, embrace every moment, and follow our heart. I think it's these choices which will lead us to create our stairway to heaven, and I think through football, I was able to create one for myself. Thank you.